Enjoy the day, hens. What are you belly aching for? What are you belly aching for? Well, it looks like your water's froze, so I gotta bust that up. What? There you go. How's your water look? It's crusted over too. Like your tank needs to be cleaned here pretty soon. Morning, ladies. You look very comfortable this morning. Morning, everyone. My name is Matt, and welcome back to Cobb Hill Farms. I'm out doing my morning rounds, checking the cows' water, feeding the chickens, just seeing how all the livestock are here on the farm this morning. We got a nice, exciting day planned today. We're gonna start off. I gotta do some work in the shop. I got a new water tank for hauling water to the cows every day. I'm gonna try a little bit of a different setup, see if I like that any better. And then later on this afternoon, we gotta take a little road trip. We gotta go get our 8 little piggies today. So here we are. This is our 100-gallon water tank. We acquired this locally from an organization. I made a small donation and I ended up with the tank, these 2 sets of hoses, and this quarter-turn ball valve. So what are we trying to accomplish here? Well, our old system is a 55-gallon drum mounted on a plastic pallet. We use a 110-volt electric water pump to transfer the water from that storage tank over to all our stock tanks. Well, what I want to accomplish was 2 different things. One, the added capacity. I'm going to go from a 55-gallon drum to this 100-gallon tank. So, you know, that's going to effectively about double our capacity. The other thing I want to try to do is get away from using that 110-volt electric pump to where with this 1.5-inch hose system, I can gravity feed it out, and with it being a larger diameter hose, it should flow a lot faster and hopefully save us a little bit of time. So what I'm going to try to do is get this set up to where we can figure out the quirks of it and whether it's going to work for us or not in the last few weeks here before we switch over to our garden hose system for the summer months. And then later on this summer, fall, I'll come up with a more permanent system for hauling this thing around later on for next winter. So let's see what we can rig up and see if we can make this functional for us. Before I get busy with the plumbing side of things, I need to figure out exactly what I'm going to put the tank in or how I'm going to move the tank around with the forks of the New Holland without damaging the tank. And I think I have an idea that'll work for the short term. So I think that plastic tank will fit down inside one of these tote frames here. And I picked this one because I got to fix this foot anyway, so I might as well fix this and then see if this tank will fit inside it. Looks like this foot was held in with this Torx head screw, and it looks like it just pulled through the aluminum floor. So maybe if I back this out, put a washer on it. Maybe that's all I need to do for right now. Let's see if I can get everything all lined up. You know something? I think this corner here is bent down, pushing down on that. So maybe if I loosen that back up and hit this area here with a hammer, straighten it back out, it might fit a little bit. And just for the heck of it, let's see if we can run this lag bolt in here. Alright, I think we got that fixed. I'm gonna get that. Perfect. Fits in there just like I hoped it would. Well, I think I came up with a long enough strap to hold this thing in place. I don't know, do you think it's long enough? Now, before anybody says, what are you doing? Remember, this is temporary. I just want to see how this works. None of this is going to be permanent. So don't give me any grief. Spin this around so I can get to it from the right way with the tractor. Alright, so now I'd like to utilize this quarter turn ball valve, I think, but I don't have a pipe adapter to go from this ball valve to that bulkhead. So I think I'm going to hold off on doing this for now, and I have a different idea. I've got this 1.5 inch male pipe adapter with a barb fitting on it that was on the hose. So I think what I'm going to do is put this back on. This is the end of the hose. No, that's not the end of the hose I want. It was split taking it apart, so I'm going to put it on this end of the hose. Get that on as far as I can. And we'll put a clamp on here for good measure. That'll work. And I'm just going to thread this hose onto the bulkhead, if I can get it started straight. That ought to be good for about now. Then I'm just going to take this hose and fish it up through here. Like that. Now, theoretically, with the outlet of the hose being higher than the toppest part of the tank, if we were to fill this all the way up, the water level should only come up to probably about here in the hose, and it shouldn't spill out or leak out. Then when we get up to filling the stock tanks, we just take the hose off of here and then fish it down into the stock tank and let the water gravity feed out. All right, I'm itching. Let's go give this thing a try. Let's see if we can flush some of this iron out of there. I don't think the rust would really hurt them. I mean, they do need a little iron in their diet, but it looks like we got the majority of it. I'm not too worried about the little bit that's left in there. Well, am I close enough? Oh yeah. Look at how fast that thing's filling. Look at them, they're like, what's going on? Wow. You know the best part is? It's quiet. I don't have to listen to an electric pump run. I like it. I like it. I did notice something last week I got to tend to. Appears I got a crack in the bucket, so I got to do some welding. I better get that fixed before it gets worse. That fits pretty nice in the back of the truck. I'll just get a strap to put over the top just to hold it from sliding around, and should be good to go. Alright, it's after lunch. We had some hamburgers, some tater tots. Logan, Stacy, and I are going to load up in the Chevy, and we're going to go get these piglets. Okay, that's all of them. Now we got to pig proof the rest of this. Well, they're here, all 8 of them. They had a nice ride home. Everything went fine. Getting them out of the box like we do, carrying them by their hind legs. That's how you handle pigs. There's no other way to carry them. Doesn't hurt them one bit. Yeah, they squeal like crazy, like you're hurting the daylights out of them, but as you can see, they're not phased one bit. So these guys are considered mutts. Their mom is Yorkshire Old Spot Cross, and their father is Duroc Old Spot Cross. So between those two breeds, or those three breeds really, they really create a nice piglet that is great for meat. So we're really excited to see how they finish out. We got these from the same farm as we got the last ones last year, and we were really happy with them. So there's no doubt in my mind that these ones are going to turn out just as nice as last year's. So here's our pigs. These are our pasture pigs for 2025. Well, that was enough for one day. I'm glad we got that water tank up and working. I think that's going to work out really well for us. And I'm just glad that we have pigs here finally. It doesn't seem like that long ago that last year they were here, but I just enjoy them. So if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you like our channel, as always, we ask you to subscribe. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.